I'll be giving you messages this week for mid-August to September already of 2025. Come on in. Join the fam. I've already called in everybody's ancestors, spirit guides, angels, the higher galacts. Now we're just taking messages. Um, I'm just ready to take messages, I should say. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, come on in. Marine life came out. Richness. This is like a deep feeling or emotions. You're really feeling your emotions, maybe. This could be a Pisces card. Pisces card, right? Deep emotions, deep thought, maybe even. Richness, marine life. There's a lot of fish in the sea. What's coming through? All right, Virgo, what's in your cards? Come on in. I had to take a break a little bit. My back was really bad. It's hard for me to sit in this chair for a long period of time. I have some ailments that I deal with, you know. Anywho, so I'm hoping I can get through this. Anyway, passion and the soul. Look at the tears that eye is crying, huh? I feel sadness for some of you. Now we have fecundity and rain. There is like a sadness here. This is going to be crowning you. Now, maybe this is somebody around you, right? Don't forget to flip and flop your energies each and every time you feel fit. Rain could be a storm, like it's raining, you know. Change in the wind is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Yeah, change is afoot. This planet is undergoing some major changes, right? Humanity wise, the higher consciousness, the whole thing of it, right? Show me one more and we can move on. Please and thank you. Oops. Yeah, equality and to make equal. I like it. I'm getting the justice card out of this card. I had this card during my last reading, I believe. Yeah, it's like a being made fair, right? Would be the justice card. Could be the justice card, yeah. All right, so anywho, I'm going to pull more of the vibe. Hello, everybody, popping in and out. Show me what I need to see. So it is about change, but I do feel like you've been feeling like a lot of deep emotions, or you're going to be in the next few weeks about something in particular. Using what is your third eye, right? Your intuition to guide you through this is coming through, right? Now I have kids or adolescents that showed up. Something about kids. Ugh. Kids. Oh boy. Yeah, they're a handful. They're a handful. We're going to find out what's going on. Something about the richness of kids or adolescents. Maybe they're acting out or something. It's in the ethers. Something in your present is in the ethers. Your soul's passion, your manifestations, right? Your intuition, like it's in the ethers. Some of you may even know like what it is that's coming. Okay, that's cool. Whoops. Okay, take the one on the bottom. Compensated. Somebody wants to be compensated. Rain right over this. Rain, storms, fecundity, you know, that's crowning you. So that kind of means that either you help somebody out or vice versa, right? Somebody needs to be compensated. Show me. We can move on with the tarot. Here's a Band-Aid. This is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Uh-oh. Here's a Band-Aid. Sounds like, when you're ripping it and it hurt, but it doesn't really. It just, but maybe it's like, here's a Band-Aid you need to heal. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Something needs to change. All right. One more, please. Okay. Real estate. Something about real estate, somebody's property, home, maybe business. Something about that being made equal. What's fair is fair, or to be made fair. I don't know. Not yet. We're going to find out. I think it's going to be like made fair, or should be. So I'm going to use my Herb Crafters Tarot deck. And we're going to get into it. Madre of Earth. I'll show you these in a minute. I'm just going to pull a bunch. Very giving, very loving, very kind, very motherly. Kids or adolescents. Marine life. Very deep. There's a lot going on with these kids right now, I bet. That's what I feel. This Madre is like queen of their coin, right? Nurturing and caring over these kids and adolescents. Yeah, it's deep. There's a lot going on. A lot of deep emotions. I feel good, bad, and all of it. What's in the ethers? Ooh, we got a whole bunch, which is what I needed anyway. All right, so this one. So I have 8 of earth, 4 of water, 2 of air, the Fool, 8 of air reversed, the Awakening card, which is like judgment. Curandera of earth is going to be dead center in the reading. Anywho, it's in the ethers. I feel like you're working on things that make you happy, right? Some people are very busy as a bee. I'm hearing the Snow White, the elves, whistling away, trying to mind your own, because you got a lot on your plate with the kids, and the adolescent behaviors of it all, probably, right? Something's in the ethers. You're working on it. You're working on your manifestations. What makes you happy? Okay. I like it. 4 of water. The stillness in the air. Very still. Compensated. 4 of cups is being in deep thought. Can you see that? Is that focused? Very deep thought. Doing a lot of thinking. Somebody wants to be compensated. Yeah, it's raining. It's raining or something around this, right? All right. 2 of air. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework is decisions to be made. Some people aren't really sure what to do, but what are you doing, left or right? Make up your mind kind of thing. Change and is in the air. It's imminent. Wind. It may even be windy around you or in the next few weeks, literally, the Fool, taking a chance, a new beginning. Real estate, this is innocence that's being represented, but with the equator here and being made equal. Okay, something is equal. They need to be somebody's at a crossroads decision about getting compensated, about could have to do very well with real estate or some sort of housing, something about housing. Okay, air down. Yeah, getting out of the confusion. Kids or adolescents being very caring or trying to get out of the chaos or what, right? The judgment's here. There's an awakening. It's in the ethers. This is 2 10s, however, which means, 10s are endings in tarot. What makes your heart happy in your heart of hearts, right? Follow your passions, right? But this is also learning lessons in here. When I feel like people are working on lessons. Some people out there could be students in college or universities or what. Yeah, something about that. But anywho, Corandora of Earth, dead center in the reading. Yeah, sweetgrass, Corandora of Earth. Sweetgrass, very long, right? When it grows, you can braid it, and well, there's an opportunity, right? I'm feeling like this braid is in threes, so it's kind of sticking out, but three strands that intertwine. Like usually I wear mine, it's in two, not three, but so the intent and the work that goes into it, you know, thinking about planting seeds or something. Corandoras, I feel like quiet, you know, crickets almost. Very, very like very quiet. There goes my ear itching. Madre of Water is loving as well, just like the Mother of Earth over here. Well, the Mother of Water is very intuitive, very loving, very caring, sweetheart card, right? Male or female, I don't care. Making choices and decisions. But here's a band-aid, right? Some of these things are difficult, right? Some of these things that we're going through, yeah. Somebody could be in poverty. They could be in lack of, very, very much lack, like all kinds of like lack spiritually, materialistically, especially real estate right over it, they may not even have real estate or something. But this is like taking a chance, taking a leap of faith here. Innocence. Something's innocent. It's going to be made right or something, possibly. Show me. I need a bunch. The awakening card is, coming into realizations that could be pivotal in our lives, right? You're coming into it. Somebody might have had a spiritual awakening. If I have the Hanged Man come out in this reading, it will validate that somebody's had a spiritual awakening. High Priestess down. Kids or adolescents. These kids are whatever. I feel like they're spiritualists, like atheists, or something. They don't believe. Yeah, they're looking for clarity. Somebody's against the High Priestess, possibly, in denial or refusal, whatever it is. Maybe they don't like them. They don't like the idea of using your intuition, which is really immature. That's really stupid because it's a natural born gift for everybody, right? You're born with it. Some people, it's right away and it sticks with them for life. And usually it is when you're kids that you have more your psychic senses, right? Because you're not warped to the grand illusion of it all in reality, right? Yeah. It's getting interesting. I'm getting weird vibes here. The world down. Yeah. It's about change, things, closing things up, finishing things, ending things, making boundaries and restrictions. These are hard lessons to learn. This is karmatic at AF, very hard. People are coming into, there's no closure there possibly for some people. Or maybe they're dealing with, really, it's bad, like luck, down on your luck, the poverty, the lack, Ton of Fire reversed. Yeah. They're dealing with some sort of burden. Dealing with the burdens. Somebody needs to be compensated. Dealing with the burdens. Okay. Putting the effort and synergy into it and being compensated, however. People are, they want to get paid, right? People want to get paid. If you owe them money, pay them if you have it, if you're able. At least communicate with them. I don't know. I feel like somebody's hanging. Seven of air. Yeah. No more manipulation, right? No more head games or sneakiness. Yeah, here's a band-aid. Somebody needs to heal. Somebody needs, you know it. You know it. Being the sweetheart card, right? Crossroads decisions, right? What are we going to do? We're not going to fucking manipulate and lie and all of that. Head games and thieving and whatever that is, low vibing, you know? Not dealing with the mental health issues. Seven of Swords can very well be a mental health issue. Here's a band-aid. They need to heal. You know? Yeah, it's about change and the winds of change, right? One more, please. We can move on. Hi, everybody. Tapping in and out. Hello, hello. Nine of air. Yeah, somebody wants to feel better, right? Sleep better. You know, there's probably a lot of aches and pains that people are going through and restless nights. And some people are probably tossing and turning from guilt or some sort of regret, you know. Don't let that, no regrets, man. No regrets, no guilt. Get over it. It is what it is. Can't change it until now, right? You can't change the past, but you can from now on, right? That's what part of this is. Add a liter of water. Yeah. Somebody's very unapologetic, very unempathetic, refuses to kind of like reflect. They don't even want to see their own reflection. They don't care. They don't, it's like, are they totally aloof? You know? They need to look at how other people view them, right? Which means they need to actually get out of themselves, their ego, and look down on themselves and see like their ripple effect on others. You know, some of these people are very in a sad way. Show me what I need to see. I need a bunch of cards, please. Switched over to my Rider-Waite deck. There's a bazillion of them out there. This just happens to be one of them. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, planting seeds for the future. Kids are adolescents. Yeah, I feel like the mom, right? Very well possibly over these kids are trying to, plant seeds for the future. Trying to, I don't know if that means, putting little things in their ear for food for thought, or if it's like, walking your talk, or if it's all of it, yeah. It's all about family, marriage, contracts. Something's in the ether, somebody's working on it, right? The passion, the soul work, right? And what makes you happy, you want to be happy. Sometimes you got to cry it out. That's life. There's a band-aid. We're taught not to show our feelings in this world. And it's disgusting because it is exactly what's wrong with this world. Because when we bottle it and sweep it under the rug and we don't, it all adds up. And then all of a sudden, it's like mental illness. Oh my. It's, I can't keep up with my lies anymore. I forget them all. So they're all mumbo jumboed kind of. I mean, it can go in a lot of different ways. The Fool again. Ding, 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 ding. Ace of Cups reversed. Here's a band-aid. Too bad, so sad. Yeah. No love here. Doors closed, I feel like. Two of air. Bad choices and decisions. That's the whole fear, challenge, and homework. I feel like you, Virgo, could be the innocent one. Doing the thinking. Taking a leap of faith about compensation or something of the kind. Somebody compensating you or whatever. or it's the ripple effect too. I'm hearing that again, the ripple effect. Show me. King of Wands down. This person who is not in charge of or in control of their life or whatever, very out of balance, needs to take a leap of faith. Real estate, right over it. They need to do their shit, man. People need to get it together. If you see or sense anything in these cards that I don't say or see or what, please take it with you, because that's what these things are all about, right? So if you happen to be a tarot reader or whatnot, and you know, absolutely. 8 of air down, 2 of swords down. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like something recently just happened where possibly one of the kids or whatnot had gone through something and they were found justified or whatever, right? But it had to do with bad choices and decisions with the 2 of swords down. So somehow did they skate by it and found in good judgment? Okay, that could be. Okay. Something like that. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. They were found. They were found. They were in the good, right? They're let off the charges or found innocent or what of this illusion, whatever. It wasn't what it seemed, right? Now the high priest. Well, I almost said high priestess. Yeah, they're against the high priestess, but that's the divine counterpart. All right. Anywho, yeah, I feel like the high priest is happy again. They're happy that somebody was found innocent after all, right? Or something like that. Show me. Yeah, Pan, the devil, dead center in the reading. Ace of Pentacles down over there. Yeah, Pan needs a bath. He stinks. What he's created is a nightmare. You know, he just got found. He just got let off the hook, so to say, and found innocent, maybe. But Pan is Pan, and there's addictions and obsessions and abuse, maybe, possibly, and anything else of the kind that would represent the devil in your life, right? It's still there. I feel like Pan just kind of skated by something. Yeah, yeah. Madre of water here, the intuitive one. They don't want this beginning, or what? They're feeling it or they know it. The whatever's being turned down. Okay, maybe it's not the Madre of water, the Queen of Cups. Maybe it's not the Queen of Cups that's turning it down, but somebody else is turning it down. That's the hope, fear, challenge, and homework, right? Somebody hates this, right? I feel like it's obsessions and addictions for a lot of you, which is sad because that's, unfortunately there's a lot of that in this world, and it's a bitch. It's serious stuff, but like the mom doesn't want the kids to, or the father doesn't want the kids to be addicted or obsessed. What is that? What is it called? The obsessive compulsive like bipolar disorder or something. Somebody is out there. That's what I was getting. Doesn't mean all of them are, but there's a lot of mental health. Everybody has a mental health of some sort, issue of some sort. Now I have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands down. Yeah, it's definitely, this couple, right? This King and Queen down. Yeah, they're in very much lack of whoever this is. right? Sometimes I talk about 2 and possibly 3 situations at a time, so it's up to you to decipher. I have card down, hold on. Okay. Yeah. Very weak. Whoever is very weak or something that's against this high priestess or doesn't like them or whatever, they're very weak. Something about kids and adolescence. It goes deep. 6 of Pentacles down. Somebody wants to be compensated and here's 6 of Pentacles down, you know? Bad karma, bad, things are not finished or completed. Somebody still owes somebody something. Somebody still owes somebody money. It's in the ethers, right? And so as sad as somebody is about it, they know. They know they may not get it back or something like that. Okay. Oops. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's painful. There's the 3. That just validate. Oh, the Corandora. I was getting like possibly 3. There it is. Betrayal, heartache. Yeah. It sucks. It sucks. These energies suck. They're dealing with it. They're dealing with the storm, the heaviness, could be ancestral curses, which is like, if there's a narcissistic energy going on and it's ancestral, right? Because narcissistic energies is a learned behavior, period. Whether they learn it by getting away with it or they learn it and get away with it. I mean, that's what it is. It's the Jezebel spirit, right? Yeah. That might be Jezebel, and that pan card, that devil card might be Jezebel. For some of you. Great. Jezebel, I dealt with the Jezebel. It ain't easy. Let me tell you. It ain't easy. The only way you can do it is just give them 0 energy. Move yourself from their life completely. And it's one of the hardest things you could ever do. Ever. Especially if you were abused by that Jezebel energy. Yeah, dealing with the storms. Yeah, here's a Band-Aid. Too bad, so sad. You need to fucking heal, whoever this is. Right? They need to heal. It doesn't matter. I feel like too much has been done. I don't even want to hear it, kind of thing. Right? Show me what I need to see. All right. Page of Pentacles. Plant seeds for the future. Yeah, feeling better. But ignoring or denying that change is afoot. Things are over. Yeah. Virgo, I know that you guys like to hear what you want to hear sometimes. No offense. It's truth. Right? But when things are over, they're over. Right? You need to see things as they are. Now, if it's not you, it's them. But whoever this is. But I feel like it's a lot of you. It's been following you in the readings. Right? Yeah, loss, disappointment, heartache. It was over. Let it go. Whatever that is to you, to them, to all of y'all. Right? I'm going to give you a new card here, or a new deck. A new card from a new deck. Whatever the hell. Anyway, it's called Forest Elf Oracle. If you want to look it up or whatever. The echoing call. Listening to your desires and aspirations. Yeah, what makes you happy? What drives your passion? What gets you excited? Right? Honor that call. Right? Follow it. There's something there, that you may benefit from. Maybe it's gifts, like discovering your own gifts, your own natural abilities, whatever that is. Right? All right, I'm going to give you one of these. I don't know the name of this deck, but this is what it looks like if you want to look it up. I have a lot of decks. I have no idea what the names are. People give them to me, plus I buy them, and, I have like this obsession with buying like all the cool decks that they have in the whole world. I want them all. I don't know. I probably have close to 30 decks right now. But like I said, there's always more. Of course, certain ones speak to me more than others. Show me what I need to say for Virgo. The oak. Oaks are very strong, right? Representing strength, stability, and longevity. The oak reminds us to be strong and stable and to stand the test of time. Yeah, be the oak tree. Stand the test of time. Yeah, oak trees are very stable. They're known to, like when people ground and they envision their root chakra being connected into the earth. A lot of times people say you can put your hand or your back on a tree or even hug it and turn around and hug it. You get that energy. Yeah. I don't give a shit if people think I'm fucked up or weird if I'm hugging it. I don't give a shit. Who cares what they think? They're off in their own little reality. So whatever that is, who cares? But it gives you the strength. It gives you the endurance, the resilience, because they've been through the storms, and the older they get, like the stronger. It's crazy cool how oaks grow. Anywho, I'm going to give you an eternal crystal card. You might want to go down to your nearest metaphysical shop and grab a piece of this and carry it with you, unless you already have a piece of this. Carry it with you the next couple weeks. It is the fluorite, number 16, about your spirit guides and your third eye chakra. Yeah, fluorite. Very, very beautiful card. Hold on. But yeah, your spirit guides are right there on each of your shoulders listening. Are you listening, right? Isn't that what they say? Are you listening? Are you tapped in or something? Fluorite is showing up for you today to let you know that you are protected by your spirit guides in the spirit world. Fluorite also helps you to enhance your intuition. It's associated with your third eye chakra. It's time for you to trust your intuition and to trust in your spirit guides. They will never let you down or lead you astray. There is no need for you to ever feel alone again. You have your own spirit family who are with you at all times. Connecting with your spirit guides can help you to access a higher source of wisdom and guidance. Connecting with your spirit guides is not hard. You just need to talk to them in your mind or out loud. Be patient with the process because it can take some time to learn how to hear them. They can sound like your own thoughts or voice. And remember that messages from your spirit guides may also come as physical signs. For example, you may feel your body heat up or tingle or feel goosebumps on your arm. Yeah, if you're clairsentient or what, and you feel energy really well, and when there's like spirit in the room, you'll get goosebumps, or what. But yeah, you might want to carry a piece of this through the next couple weeks, right? So I'm going to give you a rune here to close it up. Ritual of Earth. A circle for spirits and ancestors on earth. Your life is the blessing of the old god's birth. Your ancestors are around. This is the second one. Your spirit guides and ancestors, they're circling you. Just know that. They're blessing you that you're alive. Whatever your tribulations are, they're blessed, they're there. Whatever it is that we go through, we have to go through it for some reason, right? So, but carry dendritic, if I'm saying that right, carry dendritic, a gate for transformation and purification. And you can snapshot that if you choose. Those are your messages, Virgo. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and please just be a good human, right? Take care. I'll be thinking of all of you in the next couple weeks. So get out and enjoy it.